Hi, my name is Mark Miller,
I'm Elizabeth Piper.
and I'm the founder of Kidney Disease is Not a Joke. Elizabeth here is my volunteer. A few weeks ago, we did a fundraiser at the Giant Eagle in Northern Cambria, and we like to give a few shout outs here before we start the announcements and things we're going to talk about today. First off, I'd like to thank the guys from Shinedown. Uh, the night before we had the fundraiser, they were so gracious, and they um, they retweeted the stuff that I said about the fundraiser, which it brought in a ton of people. So thank you to Brent, Zach, Barry, and Eric. I mean, that really means a lot to me. You guys can get their new record, Threat to Survival, now on iTunes. I highly recommend all their records. So go get them. First off, let's talk kidney disease and not a joke stuff. So this is what we're doing now. So first off, I'd like to give a few shout outs here to a few people on the page who have really went above and beyond for me and for the page itself, for the greater good. First off, my partner Melissa. She's been with us now for a while, and I can't say enough good things about Melissa. She's always been a hard worker, done great things, and she's just wonderful. I mean, I've worked with her closely for a while, and when I met her, I knew she had the potential to be a great advocate. But whenever I started educating and helping and trying to teach her the ways that what I know, she really took to it and listened and understood, and that's the greatest thing about being an advocate, is when people who want to hear you and want to know what you're doing. That's great. Let's talk about Anita Staten. Let me just say something about her. So everybody at Kidney Disease is not a joke. I mean, let's just say this is gonna tie into Anita too. So we all have a great time while we're working. We love to have fun, goof off, and make each other's lives miserable. Haha. She doesn't want to be here, but we like to make each other's lives miserable, and it's a great thing, that we can all have that close bond and to be able to work together and know that we have a great team, and it's emotional sometimes whenever you look back at the years that we started this. I started this. This thing was nothing when I got off the ground. I didn't think that it was going to go anywhere. It was just something personally. I mean, I thought this page was just for me, for what I had been through, and Pies went to school with me. She can tell you some of the stuff that happened to me in high school was really brutal. Like, remember that stuff?
Yeah.
The stuff was brutal, and it goes both ways, Like, we all care about each other, and just like her, man. Now let me tell you about what Pipes did. So Pipes, I call her Pipes. Her name's Elizabeth, but her last name's Piper, so we can all call her Pipes. So when you comment on this, call her Pipes. Anyway, but the day we did this fundraiser, it was like close to 90, wasn't it?
Something close.
Well, we were sitting sunbathing. I still got a tan from it. We were sunbathing in the sun for like 8 hours, and I'm pretty sure she'll agree with me. I hope that it was worth every minute of it.
Yeah.
Like, and we also want to give Abby Smith a very very big shout out for what she did, coming down and helping, and just dropping everything she was doing to come down and help. And these lovely people, her mom's in the other room, but they provided the table and stuff, and I just sat there behind it with the braces. So this is a great advocate. She's not an advocate yet, but someday I'm gonna make you one. But she's gonna be good. Like, we just all need to educate each other. Like, this disease is terrible. You've seen it firsthand from me.
Yeah.
Like, and like this, like, we all. Oh, for a matter of fact, there's been people asking me how my fistula was looking after the surgery. That would be how it looks after the surgery. I mean, it's kind of gotten bigger again, but I'm thinking that's normal. But thank you guys for being concerned. So here we go. Here's the announcements. There are a few today. So we are in the planning stages of doing a celebration. As some of you may know, next month on July 25th will be my first year transplant anniversary. So we're looking to do some events starting July 1st with some other people that we've seen, like Jax, Tanner, and Michael. And let's talk about Michael before we start. So I'm asking for prayer requests for Michael. I'm not going to go into it, but we're asking for prayers for Michael. To make him get better, and praying for a kidney for you. Like, man, we love you. And leading that, we can go into the announcements. The first announcement I'd like to make is we've seen a lot of our population are Shinedown fans because of the posts that I have made in the groups, and thank you guys for the love and support in those groups. We're thinking about doing something like, say you met Shinedown and you have pictures. We like you to send them pictures into us for a video from Michael. Like, I'm going to give back all July as much as I can, because if it wasn't for the donor, the people around me, and the kids, man, I wouldn't be here. Simple as that, So let's do that. And the next order of business is Dress Like Jack's Day. That is the next thing after that. Now that's actually going to end up being on, what date did I say? July 25th?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Okay, so that's going to be on July 25th. And a week beforehand, I believe it's June 18th is what Melissa said earlier. But what we're going to do is we are not taking any submissions yet for Dress Like Jackson. That will start June 18th. On that day, there'll be an announcement either by myself or Melissa or Anita, and we will go from there. But this is a very important thing to me because this has been a year, and it's been a rocky, wild year for me. I mean, explanation about that. Some of you may know, some of you probably don't. But okay, this is like my whole sequence since transplant from in order. So I believe, if I'm correct, I got out of the hospital August 5th from transplant. I was only there 10 days, I believe. Yeah. And literally 2 weeks after that, I was in a car accident. Got life flighted to back to Pittsburgh. And then about a month or two after that, I started getting these infections where they eventually found out that my ureter was not in the right location. So they had to do, in January, they did a surgery to correct that. And then after that, I had a suprapubic catheter hanging on the side, this side. And that, if you ever had one of those things are terrible. Do you know what that is?
No.
So a suprapubic catheter goes into your side, like right here, and it goes like it's a Dalen catheter. So it's very brutal. Yeah, that's why you didn't see me for like 5 months. But okay, so that stayed in for, I want to say, about 2 months. Those things are just terrible. And the last surgery was actually in April. It was a fistula surgery. I'm going to show you guys. And that one was probably the worst one out of all of them. But, everything's going good now. Like, I'm surviving and doing great. But, July is the month that we're going to do things, and put work into it and lots of effort. I mean, we already do, but this is going to take more effort and more of the outside people's cooperation to help us and to share these posts, to share these announcements, to share this video with everybody, because it's very important that we do this. It's very important to me, and important to her. It's more to the rest of the page. So that's the kidney disease is not a joke announcements. Now here's some personal announcements I'd like to, say about myself. And you probably don't know any of these yet. Maybe one. Okay, so I'm not just a kidney disease advocate. I'm also a songwriter. So in the past few months, I'm working with Brandon Folsom. If you don't know him, go look up his new record. It's called Dark Side of the Mountain. It's on iTunes, and I suggest you get it. Very good material on there. Me and Brandon, I don't know, you guys might not remember this, but I wrote a song a couple years back, and it's called Not Forgotten. And the song is very, dark and very deep. Like I said, I advocate. So the first few months of advocating, I got the idea for a song. This song came from some very dark places, and the first place it came from is I was watching, as I advocated, I Almost Quit, because I saw all these kids that were passing away. For instance, in the song it says, your mom and dad miss you, you're missed by all your friends. That's where it comes into play. That's in the chorus, and that's where that came. So we all, me and Brandon have been working hard at this song, Don't know when it's going to be released yet, but right now on Reverb Nation you can listen to the acoustic version. It's on Reverb Nation, and I'm going to put it on YouTube soon. And the second announcement we have is I have a 2-year contract with BMI, and we'll explain that later on. But, and it's awesome, awesome that this is finally happening, where I'm actually getting my music out there, and people are actually caring about it and listening to it, and enjoying it. I think we had 950 plays in 2 hours, if I'm correct, the first night we released it. It's a couple days ago we released it, but, and there's overwhelming amount of support for that song, and I appreciate that more than I can even put into words. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, that's simple as that, Pipes doesn't say much, but she's a good person, and like, I really appreciate everything she does. And Mother in there, appreciate what she does too. She's probably over there eating her crackers or whatever. Probably. But yeah, so that's the announcements, and don't hesitate to comment. Drop me a line in the comments. This was originally supposed to be a live feed, but we had some really bad technical difficulties where it wouldn't work, and people weren't commenting, or people were commenting, I weren't seeing it. So we can still do the Q&A. We'll be around for a while, and we'll be watching your comments. And again, shout out to you guys. Thank you. Like, keep sharing our posts, man. And we're actually doing something different. We've been, if you guys have noticed in the past few weeks, I forgot to touch on this, so I'll do it now. In the past few weeks, we had been posting Shinedown lyrics, so I'm asking everybody now in the comment section, drop us a song, something inspirational. We can post lyrics from these songs if you like. So drop us a line. We're here for however long, and Pipes will comment, I'll comment, figure this out. But thank you guys, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, see you guys.